Howdy, gang. Your favorite tiger is back. Wow. And I'm just realizing I forgot my um Kleenex. I want to say snot wreck, but that doesn't really sound good on YouTube, right? That's kind of a disgusting word. Ah, there you are. Hey, Kim. Good morning. Okay, there we go. How is everybody? Is anyone here other than you, me, and two unknown people who already liked my channel? Thank you so much. I keep forgetting I got that totally cool bot that I like to. Hey, Bree, you're back. Good to see your letters again. Hey, Lemmy. Good morning. Long time no chat. Yeah, Hey, Alice, and happy Thursday to you. How is everybody today? I put on my nice little horsey necklace, but with that colorful shirt I'm wearing, it kind of gets lost. Same thing with all the ties I was looking at. But you know what? I love this shirt, and I've had it packed away still from the winter, and just found. Hi, Yvonne. Good morning. And just found it again like last week or week before, and never what you call it used it. Put it on. Anyways, I am such a fuddy duddy when it comes to keeping stuff in order. I think I took a trunk full of stuff to the thrift store yesterday because I was out, no, the day before yesterday. Hey, Jane, good morning. I was out and about and I was meeting up with Kathy, my friend, Picasso Cat. You all know her. We're actually going to do a couple sales together here in a couple of weeks. And next week is Claudia back. Claudia's back. I love Claudia weeks. They're the best weeks. And then afterwards, in the evening, I'm back on Beth's channel. Um, what was it again? Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. Oh man, that's a mouthful. And me with my well, with my I claim the language barrier. Cheryl Shiny Squirrel. Hi, Triple S. So um, that's a good thing, Alice. When I was in Colorado, there was one day, and I think that was the. Hey, Nancy. Good morning. I think that was the only day I ever turned down overtime or turned down a work shift. The problem was at that time we had this really mean uh, director who figured out ways to not give us the overtime because the company didn't like to pay for the overtime. But overtime is the only way to make money. So, and when they call us in and we drop everything and give up our personal plans or run and hey Jeannie, good morning, and come running, then it's then we deserve that perk of the overtime pay. But they always found a way to give us another day off within that pay period, just so that we didn't have to. Yeah. But anyways, that was the only time I turned down an extra shift was when we had this blizzard in Denver, and a gazillion people called off. And I was home, and it was just so beautiful. There was all snow everywhere. And because it was a quiet neighborhood where I lived, there wasn't a lot of car tracks, there wasn't a lot of cars out there. So it was just the beauty of the fresh, clean white snow. It was amazing. And I had this little VW at the time, so I didn't have like a nice lifted truck or something like that, or four-wheeler or winter tires. I came straight from Arizona. What do I know about these things? So yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not coming in. I don't want to drive. I mean, I was fine driving in the blizzards. I drove home from work in a blizzard once too that year, and it didn't bother me. It's just that my boss didn't need to know that. So I told him, yeah, no, I'm not coming in. I cannot. I'm blocked in. I cannot leave my driveway. There's the snow everywhere, and that happened to me in Chicago, actually. That was back in 1999. I think I lived in Oak Park. Hey, Vicky. Good morning. I lived in Oak Park at the time, which is a suburb of Chicago, and we had the alley, just like the alley and the street in front, and the alley was where the garage was, and the access to the garage, and the alley was um, that's where all the snow was. So the snowplow came through and cleaned up the alley, but all the snow was piled up in front of the garage doors, like 6 feet high, 6 feet tall, or something like that, or probably 4 or 5 feet. It was about as tall as me around that time, and it took like a week for that snow to just go away naturally. So for a week, my car was blocked in. I couldn't move it. Oh, that was something. So that's why that's the thing. Even though I kind of like the snow, just like you, Alice, I like to watch it. I like to see it. I don't like to be out and drive in it. So I kind of miss it from that point of view. But on the other hand, I don't really miss it here in Arizona. I always feel, yeah, I want a real nice cold winter with snow and everything. But it's once I get this, be careful what you wish for, because lately we've had a cold wave here. It must have been around in the 40s at night, and I had a double blanket because my duvet is still somewhere in storage. I never found it for this winter, so I'm just using my regular blankets and four cats. They help a lot. But yeah, I had to double blanket. I woke up in the middle of the night freezing, so I put up another blanket. So I had one folded over and one on top of that, so almost like three blankets on me, and that was better. So yeah, it's odd. It's odd. So what else is new? I had my last allergy shot this week. That is huge news because I've had these shots for about 7 years now. And when you first go in, you go in for a week for the first 2 years, and then they move you up to every 2 weeks, and then they move you up to every 3 weeks. So what I didn't know until last fall when I went in for my physical for my, because initially I thought it was just a 2 or 3 year thing, and then you're done. And then I found out that no, that's not it. You have to do this for the rest of your life, the doctor said at the time. That was 7 years ago. But then last fall, when I went in for my annual checkup, she told me, no, after 5 years or so, you can. Hey, Georgia, good morning. After 5 years or so, After 5 years, you can quit the shots, and we'll see what happens. Now there is a chance that your asthma comes back, but those shots pretty much, made my asthma go away. The doctor said it's not cured per se, but I don't have any asthma issues anymore. So so she said, yeah, if you wanna quit, you can go ahead and quit now, but it's a risk because there's a chance it comes back. And if that happens, then you have to go and start all over again with weekly shots, weekly for the first couple of years, then 2 weeks, and so on. So I figured I'd give it a shot, or no shot, no more shots. I'll give it no more shots. Um, about a year and a half ago, they started pre-ordering the serum. So before then, I paid as I went every time I went in, but then they changed the system and they pre-ordered the serum for you, which was really annoying because that was like 240, $250 at a pop. I think it was only like twice a year, but still you had to pay up front for it. And then, depending on how much of the serum you were using, of course, it expired. So that happened to me last couple of times that my serum expired before it was all used up. That's not cool. I paid for that crap. So it's all good. So my serum, my current one expires tomorrow, and I went in on Tuesday. She said, yeah, I could come in again on Friday for one more shot, but it's like 3-4 days in between. I'm on a 2 to 3 week cycle. Nah, it doesn't make a difference now. So I politely said my goodbyes till the fall when I have to go back in for my checkup, and hope that I don't have to start all over again. It's kind of weird though. It's kind of bittersweet because it's like, going in every 2 or 3 weeks. It's kind of nice to see the people. You say hi, you have a conversation, you have something to do, you have somewhere to go, almost socialize, even though you don't really socialize with the nurses, but still, you know. And now I'm gonna miss that. I won't see him again until September, October. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. At least it saves me some money because it's not covered by insurance. So what's new? What else is new? That was new. That was already quite new. All the limping kitties are not limping anymore, so everybody is fine. One of the kitties we had here visiting last year, I haven't seen in a while, so I'm hoping that he came to a good end, like found a place where he could be safe and where he could be taken care of. That's what I'm telling myself. So hopefully he found a new home. He was not one of the colony. And Mama is not quite yet pregnant. She should be pretty soon, unfortunately. I don't know what to do about her. I don't know. I just can't do anything about her. And Oliver went in to the vet yesterday. He said, "Yeah, Cheryl, I'm really happy with him. I mean, my allergies went away, my asthma went away. Well, the main reason was because of the asthma. My doctor told me back then that yeah, they will help you with your asthma, and it's no more asthma issues. And ultimately, if my allergies act up again, I'm just gonna try and use the pills. It's still cheaper than those shots." Um, hey, Kaz. Good morning. So, Bree, yay, Bree, you're back. Yeah, I said that. Good to have you back. Let me know when we see each other again. But so, anyways, yeah, that was all these exciting news for the week. I'm sure I forgot something. Every week throughout the week, I want to take notes. Oh, I gotta tell him this. Oh, I gotta tell him that. But then I forget. Then I don't take notes. And then afterwards, after the show is over, I'm like, oh, I forgot to mention this. And I'm still looking for that new camera. I went to one of our those antique malls by my house. Actually, it's more of an antique store. It's not one of those malls where different people have booths. So they have real nice stuff, but they also have real expensive stuff. I mean, their prices are on a higher side of retail. I found this totally cool purple dish. It was, I don't know what it's called. I forgot. It was a little bit bigger than a candy dish. It was about this big, and it had like the white with controlled bubbles knob on top, and the stem was like the white controlled bubble stem, and then the rest of it was the purple and with a lid, and then a foot. So it was really nice. They were asking $25 for it, which is, for my collection, I would have paid for it. I would have paid that, but it's kind of, right now my collection is exploding. I don't have any more room for new pieces in the collection, but I'm still thinking about it. Unfortunately, this store never has sales. So, yeah. But they also have sometimes real nice mid century furniture, which I'm looking for right now, as you all know. So, I did leave my number with them and said, hey, if you see anything that could um, fit into my house, let me know. Call me. And she was like, yeah, they're really hard to find. And I was like, yeah, I know. I saw one on OfferUp that almost fit the bill, but on second thought, I'm glad I missed it because it was sold. But that was like way up in Phoenix somewhere, and it was pretty large and heavy, and I don't have a truck. I don't have anybody to help me lift it. So yeah, Jane, the shots did help. It made my asthma go away, and my asthma, for some reason, is always winter asthma. In the summer, it's not so bad. Most everybody has it more in the summer when the air is thinner, I guess, or something. But uh, yeah, I'm allergic to everything: cats, dogs, anything that's green, Palo Verde, which we have everywhere in Arizona, any vegetation. So yeah, And even with the shots, I sometimes still get the sniffles when I have, especially in the spring, when these, I don't know what kind of trees they are. They smell really good, but they, yeah, they trigger my allergies no matter what. Some even 12 cats. Goodness gracious! The most I had was 10 cats, and it was too much. But I just couldn't say no. I was working in security. I found them in parking lots. I found them in warehouses, wherever at work, where they were abandoned, and I brought them home to find them a home. Not mine, but they decided they found their own home, and that happened to be mine. So yeah, it was too much. Now I have four indoors, and Bismarck and Murder are more outdoor than indoor. They just come in to eat, and well, depending on the weather, when it's cold and when it's hot, they come in to cool off or warm up. But on regular days, they spend the day outside, and I don't see much of them. And of course, the ferals, they live across the street. Well, actually, the most of them moved in on this side because this is where they get fed. But yeah, they're feral, and I'm eventually gonna be gone, and they're still gonna be here. Then they have to find another feeding place. So, what else do we have? Oh, we have all sorts of cool stuff to rehome. And I brought some different items today. A couple of different items to test the waters, because I've noticed that you weren't as impressed by my glass recently as you were before. So let's see if we can impress you with other stuff. And let's see what we can do. For instance, oh yeah, and I found this, and I mentioned, well, you probably saw the video of the Purple Heart Thrift, which is turned into my new favorite thrift store. Not just because I got this totally cool display cabinet there for really cheap, but their prices are really good, and they have great stuff, and it's in good shape. They don't have all the broken stuff displayed like Gucciville does, and their prices are lower than Gucciville for the most part. So, plus, it's a good cause. They do support the veterans. So, okay, what do we have? We have, oh yeah, of course, the first item again is the one that's way in the back because that's the way I sort my items. That lawyer's bookcase, yeah, that was a lady. Whoop. There! You would think I know my size by now, but no. Yeah, that was a lady. She had her name was Michelle. She had a store right by my house, like literally across the street from my house. About a couple hundred yards, if even, or 100 yards away. And she closed her store, and I got a really good deal on this. And this is one of the old ones. In fact, last week there was an online auction that I was watching. They had two sets of lawyers' bookcases that sold for a decent price. But because it was online, I couldn't get a good look at them. I think they were newer. I don't think they were new, but I think they were newer. And I wasn't sure if those came apart. The originals come apart. And they sold for around $400, and then there's a 15% commission on whatever they charge you. Plus, then you have to rent a truck and find someone to help you lift them if they don't come apart. So I ended up passing on those because I would have, instead of just looking for my furniture, for my mid-century case that I'm looking for, I could have just put up two more lawyers' bookcases behind me. Hey, Gold Star Thrifter. Good morning, Robert. How are you today? So it's kind of, yeah, but it was probably better I passed because, again, I'm pretty sure they were newer. They were not the original old ones. This one is, and it's not without problems. A couple of the doors kind of are a little squeaky and a little hard to open and close. I don't open them a lot though. And of course, the top piece I dropped when I picked it up by accident because it was taller than me, and I still have to glue that piece back on that fell off. Ciao, Monica. Good to see you. Welcome. How's Italia today? So, So yeah, but I'm really happy with this piece. I think I told the story before. I had a couple of sets from that I inherited from my grandfather, and a few years back when I really needed the money, I had to sell them because I need to pay my mortgage, and I had no choice. And I wish I had never sold them. So ever since, I've been wanting them to get back, and I couldn't, of course, couldn't get them back. So I've been kind of looking for them, and when I found this one, and that lady gave me a real good deal on it, I just had to do it. Maine Coon are huge. My vet is involved with the Maine Coon rescue, and I know when I was in the market for, I don't know why I would be in the market for another feline. I had so many in the house. Hey, Bismarck. Uh, she actually tried to convince me to adopt one of them, and she had me hold him and everything. He was beautiful too, but I passed at the time because again I was. Hi, morning. Say hi to our friends. Right there, they're all watching. Are you pulling a Binks? He's turning into Binks Mark again. He's pulling a Binks on you all there. so so yeah, that was a beautiful kitty, but I passed at the time. It's like, no, I don't need another cat. I can't. I gotta thin them out. I cannot have a house full of cats again. In the end, I found Oliver and fell in love with him instantly. So I had no choice. I had no choice but to bring him home, and he was a runt of the litter. He's had so many health issues. Yesterday he got shots for his sinus issues, but hopefully he got antibiotics. Hopefully they help, and if not, then we have to go back in for more shots. And every time I take him in, I know this is the last time I'll be able to get him into this kennel, into this carrier. I always have to somehow outsmart him, which is I'm running out of ideas. That one time was funny though, because I came up to him. He was sitting on the chair, and he knew I was coming, and he jumped off the chair. He flew through the air, and I just boom caught him like a football. How I did it, I have no idea. It was hilarious. I wish I had the camera going. That would have been a great shot. He just flew right by me. I said boom. I caught him, and yeah, yeah, the poor boy. Within 2 weeks from the day I adopted him, he had an accident at home and he kind of punctured his paw. And it was a Saturday, of course, so we had to go to the emergency clinic and they stitched him up. And that's when I found the stomatitis, which is a dental thing. So he needed to go in and get all his teeth pulled, which happened a couple months later. Yeah, he's had issues since, and he has asthma. So when he has a lot of asthma issues, so twice a year or so, I have to go in and get. He has to get those cortisone or whatever they give him shots. That usually works. But now this winter, the past, this winter, he's had sinus issues, and he is like all clogged up in his sinuses, and I was hoping it would just get better on its own. It didn't, so we went in for another shot yesterday. Yeah, the joys of parenthood. So, but back to the show. I know you don't want to hear all about cats. I know it's getting old. So we're starting with these beautiful guys. These are a set of creamer and sugar pink depression glass. Now this one here has a little bit of a thing in the glass. It's not a crack. It really feels like it's a fabrication error because it also has a little wavy spot underneath there. So that's the way it was made. And this one is in really good shape. And here are the bottoms. And it's a real cool piece, cool set though. We're starting this at $15. Hey Mary, good morning. We're starting this set at 15, and I forgot again to bring my little white background that I always want to bring so that you can see the items better. So let's see. Here is the sugar thing. It is really cute. Oh, thank you, Brie. Appreciate it. And again, it's in the glass. It's not broken. It's not a crack that happened, and you can tell That's a little wavy underneath that little mark there. But you know, these things I'm not worried about. Right, Monica? Yeah, it is beautiful. I kind of like them too. And here's the other one. It does have one of those as well. Let's see. And then there's, yeah, this is again right here. And that's inside the glass. That little spot right there. It's inside the glass. And then there's another one of those. That's just the way. I don't know how that happens. If it's, I know Kim mentioned the what were those shear marks where they sometimes get marks where they are handled when they're hot with the shears. I don't know if that would be something like that because they're very thin. But you know, it is what it is. That's the way it was made. But $15 for the set, they're beautiful. You put them on your shelf or something on your display. You cannot really see the imperfections anyways from far away. Or you can just use them on your table, especially when you have get-togethers, when you have maybe family events or something, or just for everyday use, whichever works for you. Whichever works for you. I just really like this set. I just really like this set. So, no one interested? That's fine. We'll move on. We have so much more to show you today. There we go. And yes, I have this stack of papers on the table I meant to put away. Pink for Valentine's, exactly, right? I know, it doesn't always have to be red, right? I heard the groundhog saw his shadow today. Who came up with that groundhog story? I need to Google that sometime. I mean, that's just really stupid. Some rodent deciding what the weather's gonna be like in the next 6 weeks, and really, who cares? We can't change it anyways. Perfect for Valentine's. So, anyone having a Valentine's get together, or maybe you want to give some Valentine's gifts in these? You can put gifts in these. You can put candy in there and wrap them up nicely. You can even split them apart. Give Joe this one and give John the other one. Maybe Joe and John are twins, and then they still stay in the same family. Okie dokie. Okay, what else do we have? We have this hand-blown multicolor vase that is oh, you know what? And again, I thought I measured that thing, but maybe I forgot. I think it's about 7 inches or something. Yeah, it's about 7.5 inches tall. It is blown. Americans like to say hand blown when it's really mouth blown. There's the bottom. And again, I know, broken record and all, the video doesn't do it justice. But the video never does anything justice. Anything we show on YouTube, not just me, but everybody, looks so much nicer in person when you get it home. Which is kind of cool, because then when you get it, you're like, oh, wow, that is even nicer than I thought. Happened to me many times. So there is the, now I got an itch on my nose. Bismarck left me a hair in my, left me a hair in my face. You know that Garfield cartoon where John is going crazy looking through his food and throwing all his food all over the place? And then the last picture says, Garfield, oops, I forgot to put my hair in it. So this guy we're starting at, I don't think I told you that yet, $12. $12 for the multicolor bud vase. And it has some orange and red in it too. It still works for Valentine's Day, even if it's not completely Valentine-y. And you can always put like a little heart or something, paper heart on it or something. Or some red bow. And then put like a red rose in there as a gift. Look, it matches my glasses. I like these glasses, but the problem with these new friends we now order online, they're not the best of quality. Well, hello, Tim. Good morning. not the best quality, so they're kind of like they're hard to adjust. When the more expensive ones that come from the actual stores are probably all made in China too, have like the nose pieces that are loose so you can adjust them and stuff. These are all just one piece. So don't worry if I keep messing with it. That's why I don't wear it as much anymore as I used to, because it's just easier to wear my other ones. So $12 for this totally cool, colorful vase. I fell in love with that when I saw it, which is why I picked it up. I figured someone would really love it, give it a good home. It's such nice colors. And again, there's the bottom. That's just a little, I don't know, it's just a little smudge, I think, there, but you got the font right there. And you can lay it down and enjoy the colors. You can play connect the dot on it. Okay, and next item we have. I need to stop saying the same things over and over. Oh yeah, this the this I don't know if it's supposed to be a vase or a pitcher. I call it a vitcher. It is, and this is good heavy glass. I know I made the comment on someone's yeah, there's a little smudge on here, but I don't know where it came from. So that's on there, just a little bit of a black mark. I think it's just dirt, but I don't know. I did try and wash it, but these things are so hard to get dry. So this guy, it's big and heavy. I made a comment just yesterday. You know how when someone's, I think, Instagram or somewhere, or someone's oh yeah, that was the Fatbirds YouTube, the last video from Ohio. You know how they say, never trust a skinny chef. I say never trust a light piece of art glass. So this is kind of a pitcher, but you can use it as a vase as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and it is a little bit on the heavy side, which is really nice. It's good quality, and we are starting this at $15. Here's the bottom. Here's the bottom. And the sides. And the shape is just unique. It is different. Oh, sorry, Jeannie. Sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you get better soon. There we go. There's the inside is orange. And you can still use it for Valentine's. And look, it's almost heart shaped. It's almost heart shaped. And the handle is just clear glass. But a little bit of a loop there on the bottom. It is really pretty. It is very, very nicely made. Yeah, I've used Voltaren for my arthritis before. It is good stuff. Funny, I always thought it was German. I didn't know they had it in the States too, and then I saw it here, like, oh, thank goodness, I don't have to stock up. Yeah, it is orange, Kim. It's more orange and white. The outside is a lot of white, but on the inside it's orange, bright orange. It's a beautiful color. That's a beautiful color, and it is. Did I measure this guy? Yeah, it is about 8.5 inches tall, roughly. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Hi. Cheers. There's a whole new shot glass. That's the size I needed back in the day. But no one interested? That's okay. We are moving on. What's next? We're gonna have a recap anyways. I know some of you like to watch first and then make decisions later. Then there is the orange blue. Well, I found this built as an Excel, which I have no idea if that's a brand. It's another one of these orange, and that is it is a different shade of orange, but it's kind of orangey, beigey, orangey. I know there's probably a name for this color, which I don't know. I have vase day today. I brought a lot of vases because with Valentine's Day and stuff coming up, plus they are so pretty. I just fell in love with all these when I saw them. There's the bottom. Here's the inside is white. And this is, again, another one I measured and didn't write down. Starting this guy at $12. $12 rehoming fee for this piece. It is about 8.5 inches tall. See, you got the different speckles. I found a couple that like it on the internet when I was looking this up, but no two that look exactly the same. Again, one of those things. No two look exactly the same. I mean, it is just a beautiful piece. Peach, there you go, Bree. Thank you. That's a good idea. It is peach. There's a reason I keep you all around. You all have good ideas and you all know words that I can't figure out at the time. And I love peaches. My favorite shake I made was peach and mango. I don't remember how I made it. It was so good. See, I used to make those smoothies and I had those favorites. I know one had kale, collard greens, lemon, but I don't remember the exact recipes anymore. And now I can't make them anymore because I can't find those recipes. I don't know where I found the recipes in the first place. Some of them I probably made up. Right, Cass? I found some real nice glass. And I know you guys like a glass. There you go, Jane. An ocean with happy fish. Yes. That is a good description. I will call it the fish vase now. The fish vase now. Cool. And what's next? I have a couple of purple pieces too. In fact, I rated my collection. You know how I keep saying I'm going to start bringing my own personal purple pieces, one a day? And then I keep forgetting about it. And then 6 months later, I'm all of a sudden bringing a whole bunch of them. Yeah, today is that day. So what's next? Oh, the perfume bottle with the butterfly now. This is a beautiful piece. Not the valuable type. This is a perfume bottle with a butterfly. We're starting this at $9. This is clear glass, and the stopper has the butterfly. And this butterfly is surprisingly good shape. So if you like butterflies, here's the bottom of the stopper. Here's the inside. Hey, John Robert. Good morning. Hey, Geneva. And there has the sticker on the bottom. And yes, it's not the kind of stuff I normally like to purchase, but I fell in love with this butterfly. It was so pretty. I figured I'd bring it anyways, and because I know you guys like butterflies. Some of you like squirrels, and some of you hate squirrels. Most everybody hates clowns, so I'm not bringing any clowns. But that butterfly is just beautiful. Hey, Edward. Good morning. And please remember, everybody, to hit that thumb under the video. If you're on a phone, you may have to X out the chat, hit the thumb and come back into the chat. And remember to go back to live chat. I know I'm supposed to make these announcements, but it's like I keep forgetting. And then I figure everybody who's here is regulars. You all know the deal anyways. If I see new people, that's different, but I don't get a lot of new people in my chats these days, unfortunately. We've got to figure something out. Maybe I should add an evening show or a weekend show. I don't like to do weekends, but the problem is there's so many shows going on. It's so hard to find a spot that is not taken over by someone who's established and who has a lot of viewers. And I don't want to compete with anyone who has this, similar viewers, because then we all lose out. Because people can only watch, they could probably watch 2 at a time. You have depending on how many devices you have. That's what I do, right? Anyways, let's move on again. What else do we have? And you be careful, all this comes back at some point. Oh, what else do we have? We have Fountain coming up. We got I've seen it called Dusty Rose. I don't know if this is really what it is. It is a 5-inch tall Fenton vase. We're starting this guy at $15. It's a beautiful piece, and it's kind of a peach color. I've seen some bill it as a peach too. There's the bottom, and I may have had a sticker at some point that came off, even though I think it said someone mentioned it was from the 40s or 50s. I don't know if that's true though. See, that's the problem. A lot of people say a lot of things about these items, and some of these things are not true. And I am not the expert. Now, Jay or Becky would know these things, but they're not here today. Georgia, thank you very much. Got you down for 15 for this beautiful piece. Love that puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Yeah, it's a beautiful. Well, I don't need to say that, right? You have eyes. You're on YouTube, you're watching, and if you're listening, then maybe that's why. So if you're listening, melon, yeah, I have seen melon too, Tim. So it's kind of like so many people give it so many names, and ultimately I'm never sure who is the one who knows the right name. Unless it's someone I know personally, like, within this community. If Jay tells me this is what it is, I'll believe it because Jay is an expert on these things. But if it's some random seller on eBay or some random seller on Etsy or some who knows what websites I find. Anyways, let's go ahead and count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Now we have a wiener. Let's see who that wiener is going to be. There it is. Georgia, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Whoops. Where's my pen now? I had a purple pen and now I can't find it. Oh, and I got 2 purple pens in my pants because my vet has purple pens now. I couldn't believe it. Just for me. What? So I picked up a couple of them. They gave them to me. Okay, thank you, Georgia. You're gonna love that. It's a beautiful piece. And then we have, and this came from my collection, Crackle Glass. Where's Amy? Yo, so boho. She loves her Crackle Glass. Here we go. It's a purple Crackle Glass little vase. I wouldn't use it as it feels nice. You could almost use it as a for like sake or something, except it doesn't have a spout, so it would pour all over the place. This guy, we are starting at $12. It's about 6.25 inches, so about 6.25 inches tall. So it is beautiful dark amethyst, my favorite shade of purple. There you go. I can see it really well there. Here's the bottom. And yes, it looks crackly because it's supposed to. It is meant to look crackly. It is Crackle Glass. I don't have a lot of Crackle Glass. Yeah, right, Geneva? Bolt forcing vase. Never heard of one of those, but Georgia, you may be onto something there. I like the shape. Actually, I would just put it upside down. You can put a face on it. You can paint some eyes, a nose, and a mouth on it, or glue a little bit of hair on top. You can make this into a piece of art. That's what I should do next. If we don't find a new home for it today, I may make it into something artsy fartsy. And I wish I had talent, because if I did, that's what I would do. I would make art and sell it at the fairs, at the art festivals. Shane. Oh boy. So yeah, it is a beautiful piece. And I know you've been wanting purple. Here I'm bringing purple. Purple, purple. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. The good news is, once this video posts, you can take your time and really look at it. You can zoom in and stop things, and you can think about and send me an email later. That works? I know a lot of you do. Okay, we do have some completely different. Now this guy is the Otagaree mirror, and look at that. It's a hummingbird. Now there is a downside to this. Whoever the person I bought it from had their price tag taped around it. Hi Christy, good morning. So that's the one thing I need to have a chat with her, but it's too late. She used this heavy packing tape, and she taped everything to death. And I've had a couple of items already that I had little tape damage after that, and a couple items where I couldn't even get the tape off completely. And this is unfortunately one of them. So right here on the handle, you can see it a little bit of the, no, that was there, but a little bit of the, right here. A little bit of the glaze came off along with the tape. It doesn't show it now. Like right there, that little piece, and then there was a little piece on the other side. So it is hardly noticeable, obviously, because I can't even find it now. Here's the stamper, Otagaree, Japan. And ta-da! It's a double mirror! Look, the infinite mirror. Yay! Now I'm showing you my mess. Up. Oh. So this guy was starting at $9. $9. And here's the back. And it's shiny. $9 for this totally cool double mirror, which means you can look at your behind, at the back of your head if you do your hair and you're not sure. Vicky, thank you very much. Got Vicky for $9. It's a beautiful piece. I don't have a hair dryer, Tim. That's the problem, and I didn't know. This would happen. I didn't know it would come off. I know now for next time. Yeah, there's the other spot, just a little bit right there. So it's not too bad. It's not that bad, but it is still annoying, and I'm going to talk to her next week when I see her again. Just for the future, in case she ever does it again. It's too late now. All her stuff that she's had at the malls all has that tape on it. See, I try not to use tape. I try to use that bow material you make bows with, and stuff that looks really nice. And if I have to tape something shut because I'm worried about people grabbing something and the lid falling off or something, then I don't use heavy duty tape. I use tape that's easy to take off, and only a couple of pieces. I don't wrap it all over and over and over. So I'm way too cheap for that. Tape is not cheap. Tape is expensive. I would be a fool to waste my tape like that, right? Is one mirror magnifying? Good question. Yes, it is. Indeed, I didn't even look at that. Kim, you're good. Thank you very much for bringing that up. Yes, one of the mirrors is a magnifying mirror. Can see it a little bit. And here again is the back. And you can play ping pong with it. Boom. Or make music. Donk, donk, donk. Oh, okay, dokie. Let's go ahead and count this down. Yes, the purple glass is still available. We're gonna do a recap later, and there's more purple to come too. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Funny you asked that. I had one last week. Oh no, there was no Itaki. It was just a plain Japan. But I do have some somewhere, but not in this. Not today, since I found that you all not too impressed by my plates. Cool. Here we go. Now let's see. And it's going to Vicky. Thank you so much, and thank you, Bree, for helping out. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's that. And now I gotta take my notes. If I forget my notes, then I have to go and watch it all again later, and don't want to do that. So that was that. What's next? We have more stuff. We have more cool stuff. Ooh, we have this Indiana glass marigold jar with lid. Look at this. And I'm hey Joanne, good morning. Long time no chat. I hope you are well. Now here it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I love the shade. It's a little bit different than the blue carnival glass that we usually have, and I've never seen one of those near me before. I've seen the other ones all the time. This one I have not seen before, and this guy we are starting at $17. You know, I'm trying to be a little more. Look at that with the wine, with the grapes, and the design. This is a beautiful piece. I actually had to wash it to make it look beautiful. It was a little dusty when I picked it up, but it is and it has the lid. I've seen a lot of these without lids, but I've never seen one in this shade. I've only seen the blue carnival glass, the blue purplish one, which is a beautiful color, but this is so different. And yeah, you're probably gonna tell me you should have had that for the fall. This is Halloween color. This is fall color. But I don't want to wait till next fall, because that way there you can plan ahead if you get this now. Look at that leaf. I love that with the leaf and the grapes. Well, I'm glad, Kaz. I appreciate that. A biscuit jar. There you go. We can call it a biscuit jar. Of course, you can do anything you want. You can put your sugar in there. You can put your coffee beans in there. Or your pods. But, okay, I got you, Vicky, for 17. Thank you very much. And I think it's about, I did have it measured. Where is my measurement? 5 by 7. So it's about 7 inches tall total and about 5 inches across. Easter, there you go. Yeah, that's true, Kim. Easter is a good idea. See, I'm a total idiot when it comes to holidays. I don't do holidays. I don't know my holidays. I don't decorate for holidays. And I know I should, because I'm trying to convince you all that you need to have this particular item in your house for this particular holiday. But what do I know? But see, that's why we have the chat. That's why we have you all in the chat to help out with these comments. And I learned too that way. Oh, yeah, wish me luck. I had another offer on my huge bittersweet Ellie Smith vase yesterday. And I countered. I hope it went through. I'm not going to make any money on it. I barely break even, but at least I can move on from it and have the money in the bank next month. And if not, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it home fairly soon and put it up in my own collection because it's a beautiful piece. I wouldn't mind keeping it if it wasn't for the fact that I have to pay bills. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and count this guy down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hey, Bismarck. Busy, busy Bismarck. My friend who was visiting me from Germany, she called him busy, busy Bismarck because he's always so busy. He was always busy doing something. But that was like 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. He's gotten older since then, so he's not as busy anymore. Okay, Vicky, got you down. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Got that. That's coming to you as well. Then we have the creamer with the saucer. Now, this piece, I have no idea where it came from. Yeah, I had that bittersweet. It's actually I have a bookcase at the antique mall. I got it sitting there because it's a 23-inch one. 23-inch by, it's huge. I really don't want to have to ship it. But I probably should because if I list it on eBay, I'm gonna get good money for it. At the mall, I mean, I've had a couple of really low ball offers, less than 50% of what I'm asking. So no, no, I don't even reply to those. But the one yesterday was a decent offer. It was a better offer. So this piece, I have no idea who made it, but it is signed. It is just absolutely stunning in my book. And this is one of those pieces that I wish I had room for, and I wish I had like the theme for, because I hate giving this up, but I know it'll have a better life somewhere else. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Well, again, I don't need to tell you because you can see it. And if you're in the next room and you can see it, hey, Tiger said beautiful. Come on and check it out. Look at that. And I love the shape. It looks very German. And here's a signature. Whoop, this way. S. Hiller. I have no idea. So maybe that's the person who painted it, because it looks like it was written in the same gold as the paint. And I believe this is, hey Chrissy, good morning. This is like a creamer and a saucer. I've never seen a creamer with a saucer before. We're starting this guy at $19. $19 is the rehoming fee, and look, there's a little rose on here, and the gold trim is in pretty good shape. A lot of times the gold trim is rubbed off. I mean, just this piece alone you could use as a saucer for something else. You could probably put like a mug or something, a cup or something on there. Now this is not signed. And then here is I need another hand. I wonder if eBay sells arms and hands. I should just order a third hand. I could stick it right here, coming out of my chest, so I can hold things better. So when I have two pieces, I have one hand free. Hey, Penny Sue, good morning. And Albert, too. uh, so there's this guy. Love the shape. I love the shape of this. This is such a special piece. I know I promised not to pick up any more porcelain because it's not something that you all are looking for. But sometimes I just have to make an exception. Just roses, or yeah, I think it's roses, right? At least it works for Valentine's, even though it's not red, but still very flowery. And you can put candy or something in there, isn't it, Vicky? I couldn't even find a comparable one on the internet anywhere. I tried to figure it out, but all I found was regular cups and saucers, not the creamer and saucer. So yeah, $19 is a real good fee for this because that is one that you do not see every day. You do not see often. I know George, like George the antique nomad, always says not to use the word rare because, but things that I've never seen before to me must be rare because I get around a lot and I see a lot. Right? Some small roses for Easter and spring. I just love this piece. I just love this piece. But that's okay. We can move on if you're not interested. Yeah, look at it. Look at the complete piece. It is just, it's just awesome. Okay, but we're moving on. I'm not gonna torture you anymore. Okay, and we're getting to page two. Page two. Oh yeah, the Pink Depression Bowl. This is a cool piece. It looks like the EPAG, and we're starting this guy at $9. Right, Bree? Kim knows her stuff. Okay, now this guy was starting at $9. It's pink, and again, that would be wonderful for Valentine's because it goes with red. You can put red stuff inside. You can put like little red roses, just or little petals in there, or you can put candy in there. Look at that, and I love the handles. I've seen a lot of these in clear glass. I've never seen them in pink glass, even though it's clear too, but it's pink clear. It's not white clear. And here's the design on it, and here's the bottom. Right? Easter conversation hearts. There you go. There you go, Bree. That's a great idea. Yeah, I've. There we go. But no one interested. That's okay. We'll move on. That's fine. Now we have something completely different. And I have a couple of pieces like this. And I'm just going to test the waters. If you all don't like it, I'll take it to the antique mall. It is a bit on the heavy side. It is an Inca head. And it is made of obsidian. And it is stunning. Look at this guy. Look at the colors. And if you look at it in the light, if the light falls in, again, you can't really show it on the camera as well as in real life. When the light falls on it, you see the goldish, brownish shade. There you go. But on regular light, it looks black. And here's the back. You can see it better in the back. Now this guy, we're starting at $25. And yes, it is a bit on the heavy side, but it is a unique piece. Well, no, it's not unique. They're out there. But it is just I love these things. That'll be my next collection. Look at that. You can see the shades of the obsidian there. Yep, it's shiny. I know some of you like Native American stuff. Now this is Native South American, but it's still it's still American. But it's such a beautiful piece. I just couldn't help myself. Yeah, I said obsidian. It was labeled onyx when I bought it, but upon further review, I'm sure it's obsidian. Georgia, please, please, no, no worries. You can be tempted. I don't mind. So yeah, I'm sure it's obsidian. And it's not super tall. Let me see, let me measure him. And yeah, he is a little bit heavy, but he has to be. Because he is full stone. He's not hollow inside or anything. He's about 6 by 5 and 3/4. 6 by 5 and 3/4. Yeah, he's handsomer than me. Look, Tiger's got a new head. Now, if I could install my brain in him, then it would work. But it's kind of like I would have to attach it to the back, and that would look kind of weird. Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we have this piece of German art. Now, I have no idea if this is supposed to be a particular location or not, but it is stunning. The frame. I just fell in love with the frame in the first place. And I was thinking I should reuse that frame myself, but then I would have to take this piece off. And this art piece, it looks like maybe somewhere in the Alps. It could be Germany, it could be Swiss Alps or Austria, uh, with the mountains in the background and the way the buildings are made. And here's the back. Yeah, it's stapled to the frame. This guy, we are starting at $12. Funny thing is, it still has the original price tag on it. And that is priced in Mark, Deutsche Mark, which means it was out and it was sold before the euro was introduced. And the euro was introduced in like 2002, I think. So it's more than 20 years old. And it's a beautiful piece. I mean, that frame, I don't know how they made that. I think they would have cut the wood and treated it and all that. I love that frame, and it's in 2 pieces. It came in 2 pieces, and I put it together. So yeah, again, I keep forgetting to bring my little background piece. Would have been helpful now, I guess. But this is such a beautiful piece. I figured I'd offer that to you before I take it apart and reuse the frame for something else, because this piece is just too nice to take apart. Yeah, too nice to take apart. And the price tag. Just the price tag alone gave me a kick. I got a kick out of that. Yeah, it's just a regular, like a stitch thing. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. Not a cross stitch, but since it's just a white. It doesn't have any colors, but yeah, it is. It is some. It is, yeah. Dusty Moose. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. I don't know what these things are called. I'm blaming the language barrier. I know you laugh at me, but it's there. But then I wouldn't know what it's called in German. It's some sort of cloth, and it is. And I don't know. I don't know if it's handmade. It's not marked handmade, but you would think it is. Hang it over on them. There we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Michelle. It's not heavy either. So I'll pack it in one of those flat boxes and pad it nicely. But it's not going to break the bank on the shipping like the last piece I showed you would have. Oops. That's the downside. So, yeah, this is a beautiful piece. And I love the frame, the shape of the frame, the way they cut that wood with the kind of like corner pieces almost. So let's go ahead and count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There we go. And it's coming to you. Thank you very much, Michelle. Appreciate it. I have a bunch of heavy pieces today. I don't know what I was thinking, but I figured we gotta give it a try. I'm gonna put this now without messing it up. Oh, right down there. That's the one thing where what really makes it easier when it's two people, because that way there that gives me all the time in the world. Well, not all the time in the world, but when the other person is talking, then I can go ahead and rearrange my stuff behind the scenes and not bore you with the back of my head while I'm looking around and trying to figure out things. But still. Well, I'm glad I found a good home for this piece. I picked it up at the thrift store. It was just lying around there, and I know if I hadn't, then it would have eventually gotten destroyed. That's what's so sad about these thrift stores. Even my own stuff. I know it was about 3 years ago, I think. I donated some stuff to the Gucciville right by my house. And because it's right by my house, I go shop there too sometimes. Well, I used to check it out every time I drove by there, which was a lot because it's right by my house. I stopped doing that now though because it's not the best of stores, and I just don't like Gucci brand. There's so many nicer options to find things. But yeah, I donated some stuff, and I watched my stuff get broken. I mean, I donated these items, so I knew these items, and there were some glass or pottery items from my household that I didn't, I needed to switch out for others. And I watched them. They were fine. They were sitting on the shelf, and and then next day or a couple days later, I was in there again, and they were broken. One of them was broken. Well, that piano, they had a piano at one of the stores. That was a long time ago, 4 or 5 years ago. They had a piano. It was in great shape, but pianos don't sell. People don't pay pianos. The people don't play pianos anymore, and people just, plus even if you get it cheap, you have to hire special piano movers to move them. You have to have room for it, so they don't sell. And they had this piano sitting there. It was a beautiful piano, and it was sitting there for, I don't know, a couple of months at least. And it was in great shape. It went from in great shape to being completely trashed. And people, even though they have the signs up, do not play the piano, even though I don't think they do at Goodwill, but that some places do. The kids just want to play with them, and the employees are not saying anything. The parents don't care. So it was such a shame. It was so sad because that piano, when I first saw it, it was in beautiful shape. It was great. It was, if I had had the room and the money, even on half price, I think it was only like $100. And on half price, I would have been 50 because mystery boxes. Yeah, I did a couple, but I never got any feedback. So I'm kind of like, nah, I'm not going to do that again. Yeah, right, Georgia. That's what I was saying too. That fabric, I was surprised that it was in such good shape. That's why I picked it up when I did. It must have been fresh out of the uh, thing. So yeah. Anyways, let's not talk about sad Gucciville stories. Let's see what else we have. Now this is another one of these pieces that I really picked up for myself, and this is one of those pieces where I have a hard time getting the tape off. This is Rosenthal Keramik. So it's German, and it's ceramic. And Rosenthal usually is known for their porcelain. They usually do porcelain. This has a couple of boo-boos there. There's a little boo-boo there, little chippy, and there's a little chippy there. And then it has another one right here on the edge. So this piece is rare. In good shape, it sells for a lot of money. This one is not in the best of shapes. Here's the But it is a beautiful piece, and again, it's one of those. I'm partial to Rosenthal because it's my favorite. It's my favorite brand of ceramics. I have a lot of their stuff. I love it. It's German brand. It's beautiful beautiful ceramics they make. And unfortunately, of course, this has a little bit of a couple of issues, but it is a beautiful piece. And I keep saying beautiful. Why? Three times in one sentence. Come on, stop me, someone. Stop me. So I'm asking $10 for this because of the boo boos. The only other one I found, the only one, was listed at 60 online. Of course, they can list it at anything they want. Doesn't mean they're gonna get that. And the fact that it was still available for sale means they probably asked a little too much for it, but it was a little different pattern. It had it was the same one otherwise, same flower, same shape. And it's by Dr. Dralle. No, I don't know who Dr. Dralle is. That must be the maker, the designer or something. Huh, Kaz, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because I feel bad for about the boo-boos, but it's like, sometimes you just gotta save a piece. Because it is a rare piece. I've never seen one of those in real life, even in Germany, and I see a lot of Rosenthal in Germany. I mean, that stuff is everywhere because, yeah, it's mass produced. It's a big company, but nothing like this. So let's go ahead and count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, size. Succulent. There you go. Right. Sorry about that. The size, it is about 4.5 inches across, and it's about about between 2.5 and 3 inches tall. So it's about 2.75 tall, I would say, and about 4 inches across at the opening. Where was I? Oh, I was counting it down. 3, 2, 1, bit end. But yeah, it's a nice piece. It is really nice, and you don't see it too often. Even in Germany, I've not seen this before. I would have picked it up if I had. And there's the bit end. Thank you very much, Bree. Appreciate it. Cool. What's next? We have the pottery. Well, another pottery. We have pottery today. This is a totally cool pottery bowl I just picked up the other day. I fell in love with the shape. Now, it does have a weird uh, signature. It looks like two swans to me. So I call it the two swan bowl. It just does. It looks like swans to me. It's probably not meant to be swans. It could be a tulip. If you turn it around, it could be a tulip or something. I don't know. Right, Kaz? It is an awesome color on that piece. But this one is kind of nice if you like the pinkish. And again, this one you can you can use for your chicken noodle soup, or you can use it for for a display, or even for your Valentine's. Got a little bit of pink in it. Even though it kind of looks like peachy too. What I really like is it has the handles. See, I've been eating a lot of soup because of the weather. It's kind of cold and chilly in my house. And I always have this issue. I got the hot soup, I put it in my plate, and I pick up the plate and burn my hands. With this plate, you have the handles. And those handles are ribbed a little bit. I really like that too. So we are starting this guy at $9. $9. And see, it is about 8.5 inches across and about 4 inches tall. So it's $9 for the signed pottery bowl. If nothing else, it'll be perfect for your soups, because you don't burn your hands when you pick it up, when you fill the hot soup inside in there. Yay! Easter basket for an adult. Yes, thank you, Kim. I love having you around. I can learn so much from you. You need to come down more often and help me decorate my house. Oh, so there we go. It's a beautiful piece, and it's even the riffles or whatever it called, ruffles on the edge. You don't see that too often. And of course, I couldn't find anything about this mark. It's obviously a company or a person who is professional, because it's a nice mark. But yeah, so there we go. Got an itch on my nose. Bismarck, did you leave another hair on my nose again? No one interested? That's fine. We'll move on. What else do we have? We have. I missed one Fenton piece that I have. Well, how did I miss that? Did I not write this down? No, I did not write this down. I have this Fenton piece, which is, it had a name too, I forgot now. But it's got this ruffled edge, and we're starting this at $15. It's got this blue edge. And here's the bottom. Let's see, does it have... No, it's not signed, and it doesn't have a sticker either. And it is, let's see, it is about 6 inches tall. It's about 6 inches tall. And yeah, it did have a name, and I forgot. I forgot the name. That's the way I am. And I was excited the other day when I was out. I realized that I'm starting to remember more of the glass brands, and I'm starting to be able to recognize more of them now, just from repetition. But if it's a piece that I've looked up once or twice, and that was a couple days ago, and then there's no way I'm remembering that. Agua Crest. Thank you, Michelle. Agua Crest. Agua. I know a certain shopping channel, a certain cooking show that I like to watch, has this law that you have to whisper the word agua. Oh, the other good news. I don't know if I mentioned that before in my list of totally cool things that happened this week. I actually was able to get back into Facebook officially. So now I have another new Facebook account, because the last one I had, I opened right before I was officially suspended, when they were still investigating the case. But them investigating doesn't mean anything, because Facebook has no customer service. You cannot plead your case. You cannot explain to them, hey, I was hacked. That was not me who posted that illegal stuff. Instead, 20 years of Facebook, and my Facebook was literally 20 years old. 20 years of Facebook were deleted because of that. And then I was suspended. And then I tried to resign, to open a new account, and I kept getting the no, you're suspended, no, you're suspended. But before that was official, I was able to open one, and I have it on my tablet, because that's where I opened it at the time. But because it's unofficial, I can't log into it. I cannot log into it from any other device. And as soon as my tablet resets and I have to redo all the passwords, I'm going to lose that account. So now I have an official one that I was able to open. Thank goodness, half a year later. Maybe because the year went from 2022 to 23. Maybe it's an annual thing. Maybe they reset them all on January 1st or something. I don't know. So yeah, beautiful Fenton, no takers. That's fine. No worries. My feelings are not hurt. And now I just opened that a couple days ago. Now I'm sending out friends requests again. I know my poor friends, they all think I'm a fool. They don't know what's going on. I just got friend. I just sent those last friend requests half a year ago, and now I'm sending more friends requests. And you get hacked so much, so many times. Those friends requests are not actually sent by the person. Well, mine are. So now I gotta message everybody, say, "Hey, yeah, that was really me." I already had people messaging me. Was that really you? But I'm back officially on Facebook, so now I can rejoin all those groups again that I was in, because I lost everything. I lost the groups. I lost, all the groups that I was moderating. I lost even the groups that I wasn't moderating, but all the groups that I used just for anything, and my own business account. I even had my Tigers Times Treasures business account on Facebook. That was gone too, and I couldn't use Marketplace. Yay, I'm back. But right, Robert, that's the problem. Facebook is so large, they have billions of people, but how can they not have any kind of customer service? Angela, hey, are you back? Are you home? Did everything go well? You had a great time on your vacation, looked like. So yeah, I was really bummed because I don't understand how they can get away with that. Well, obviously they can. Their company, their rules. But I mean, it's just I don't get it. A company that large has to have customer service. And yes, people get hacked all the time. It's just not right. They can't. I mean, yeah, I know. I should have changed my password more often. I forget. I'm so lazy, and it's so easy nowadays. Everything is set up, and you just log in, log in, log in. Hey, Becky, and it's just sad. And then it's like, it's it's just messed up. I did find an actual street address. I was wondering if I should just send them an actual paper letter with a stamp on it, since you can't talk to Facebook through email or through the groups or anything. Yeah, that's what happens when you travel in January. Maybe you should travel in July next. I have a feeling you won't have any negative temps in Illinois in July. Now, Colorado, that's possible. I remember the snow we had in June that year when I lived there. I lived there for 2.5 years. Yeah, I would go back any day if I could afford it. But now I have responsibilities here. Uh, Four-legged fuzzbutt responsibilities. Anywho, what's next? What else do we have? We have more stuff. Nobody was in there and got that. We had, now let me catch up. I'm sorry. Well, right. Yeah, I'm just starting again. My main thing was too that I was chatting on those Facebook groups and a couple of foodie groups, and I enjoyed that, and I missed that. So, you know, the problem is that they use your phone number. If I had just one friend I knew that doesn't have a Facebook account who would have let me borrow their phone number, I probably could have opened one that way. But right, Kaz, thank you. Yeah, that's that guy I picked up at a craft at the Tempe Arts Festival a few years back. And that's one of the pieces where I spent good money on, but the artist handmade it, and I just loved it. I loved the horse, and it is a good piece. So it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, I didn't spend like diamond money on it or white gold, uh, whatever engagement ring money or something. So it was okay. But yeah, it's a real nice piece. It's a real nice piece. And here's the back where they put the horse on top of the that ring there. I just like it. I like the steampunk look too. I like steampunk. There's another secret, another tiger secret. Tiger likes steampunk. So I have another purple item, another purple from my collection. Look at that. It's the Metropolitan Museum of Art. bottle, amethyst bottle. And we are starting this guy at $15. There's there's the mark, MMA, Metropolitan Museum of Art. That's a pommel. It is hand blown, and it is a beautiful piece. It is a beautiful piece, right, Bree? Yep. My friend gave me for a birthday a few years back a Zippo lighter with a steampunk this thing on it. I don't know if she made it herself or not. I think she probably picked it up because she's into the steampunk too. She went to those vendors and stuff. She went to those events and had where they were vendors. It's somewhere in a drawer because I don't use lighters unfortunately much. But it's a beautiful piece though. I still have it and I still like it. Yeah, I started thinking about going to these steampunk conventions, but I actually went to a steampunk picnic once with my friend, but I felt a little out of place because I don't have the talent to make my own stuff, and I was not obviously I was traveling at the time, so I didn't really have um, much stuff to bring, and it was not no I don't I had limited suitcase space, so I didn't have like a steampunk outfit to wear. If I had now, I have a nice top hat that I found since at a flea market in Berlin. That's really nice that I probably could wear. It's an original though. It's an antique one, so you gotta be careful with that. I don't want to destroy it. So, anyways, back to my MMA bottle. MMA has a whole different meaning nowadays than it did then. Well, it can have more than one meaning, but when I hear MMA, I'm not thinking Metropolitan Museum of Art. So, what do we have? It is, let me see, about 6 inches tall. 6 inches, beautiful amethyst with that rippled design. I don't know what it's called. I know there's a name for it. Again, names, me and names. Oh yeah, cool. Are you going there, Bree? If you are, maybe we could hook up. Look at that. So yeah, $15, which is basically a good fee for this item, because you pay a lot more when you buy it there. I don't know if they still sell it. The ones I found were a lot more listed online. But that's okay. I can go right back on my shelf where I got it from. I don't mind. So I have more. I have this picture, which is two birdies. I have no idea what kind of birdies they are, but they are beautiful, and it is not painted. It looks like it's glued on. You can see right there. I don't know what is called that art called, where you cut stuff out and then you glue them on. I don't know if this is Asian made or not. It's not signed, but it is framed professionally. That frame itself. We're asking $12 for this, and it's not super large either. Oh, okay. Oh, NASCAR. NASCAR is boring, anyways. Steampunk is more fun. So there we go, and here's the back with the framer on there. North Dakota. My vet just told me yesterday it was minus 44 in North Dakota. She has family up there, and she said they sent her that email saying, or sent her that picture or something. Hope! I hope! I hope! Good to see you again. Let me know when you want to get together, any day. Today, tomorrow. Oops. Careful, Bismarck. Thank you. So this guy, and let me measure this guy. It's a beautiful piece for the bird lover, and it is about 8 inches. Yeah, it's about 8 by 9. A little smaller than 8 by 10. But it's a beautiful piece. Look at those birds. Okay. Then we have another large plate. Now I don't know why I pick up these large plates. I love, love, love this plate. Now it's more of a platter than a plate actually. And the irony is I had a smaller one that matched this guy. I don't have it anymore. I use it for a while, but you know me. I trade out things. I get new items and and replace the older ones after I use them for a while. But this is a pottery plate. Here's the signature, which I don't know what that says, but it is a signature. I cannot really read it, even though this one's actually legible, which you rarely see with pottery. Here's the back, and this is, I think I measured it and didn't write it down, 15 or 16 inches, something like that. No, 12 inches. So it's about 12 inches, but look at the design. I just love the design. That is totally cool. You can make anything out of that. That one to me looks like a lake with some what you call them growing out of it. Those green things that grow in lakes. But then you can do it this way. Now you have something like a tree. Oh yes, price. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. This one I have down for $12. $12. It's a beautiful piece. And there we go. Now what do we see? Imagine this game. You put food on it, and as you eat the food, thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate that. As you eat the food, you come up with ideas. What do I see? What do I see? And then especially if you use it as like a platter, you put like a mashed potatoes on there, and when you have your family dinners, and you pass it around, and then everybody gets to throw in a thought. Oh, I see this. That's here. Have some more mashed potatoes. Oh, now I see that. Here, have some more mashed potatoes. Oh, now I see. What a game. So yeah, this was one of those pieces that I really didn't want to pick up, but I had to because it was just so unique. But let's go ahead and count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Cool, Robert. I keep that in mind. I do have stuff like that. I do bring those occasionally because I love pottery. That's my other weakness. Okay, we're still waiting for the bid end, but I don't see any more interest, so this is going to Robert's house. You're going to Robert's house. Oh, Bree must have had some difficulties with her internet. That happens sometimes. Oh, there it is. Yes, you did. I know your internet. It's all your internet's fault. Sorry about that. Thank you. We got it. There's the bid end. Just ignore the words that I miss. Oh. Now I have one more item that I want to show you, even though it is a big, heavy item. I don't know if anybody would want to pay shipping on it, but this is another one of these art glass bowls from my own collection. This one I would let go for $20 plus shipping, unfortunately. Ha! Yeah, let's blame Barry. It's all Barry's fault. It's all good. And this is a nice large piece. There's the bottom. Got the pontle there on the bottom. And it is, let's see. So it is about 12 inches. 12 to 13 inches. 12 inches this way, 13 inches to the spout here, which is, I'm just going to call that a spout. It is nice, sturdy, heavy glass. Again, glass has to be heavy to be good, right? Right? And it is purple. And it is roughly 3 inches tall. Roughly 3 inches tall. I figured I'll show it to you in case you're interested. Otherwise, I may just take it to the antique mall and see if I can fit in my bookcase, because it is a beautiful piece. Even though it reminds me of the baby potty. Isn't that shaped like when they teach babies to go potty? So they can sit there, and here's the thing for the legs or something, but it's missing the seat in the back. Purple glass baby potty to rehome. I'm so funny today. Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. I'm on a roll, aren't I? It's a little bit sunny today, so my winter funk is slowly starting to disappear. Thank goodness. That's the one thing I don't like about winter. The winter funk. Oh boy. Look, I can hide behind it. There we go. Let's do it this way. Whoa. Now, if it was magnifying, that would be even more fun. But I understand nobody's interested, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's heavy. I'd rather not ship it either, but I figured I'd give it a shot. I've had it in my dining nook over there, and it's been on the bottom shelf of my little corner rack. It's not a cabinet, it's just a little rack. Temptations thing that I picked up from QVC a while ago because I needed something in that corner, and it's a really nice piece. I'm outing myself again. Yes, I used to be the king of QVC back in the day. I remember the days when I had the Tefal cookware from QVC. I loved it. I just found a QVC invoice from 1998 in an old box that I had in storage. I don't know how it got in there. Well, I know how it got in there, but anyways, that's it. I showed everything I brought to rehome. A few items found new owners, new homes. The rest of them, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the recap, since I know some of you missed the beginning. We did have the Pink Depression sugar and creamer. Screenshot. There's the next my next picture for my next sales. So these were $15 for the set. The Pink Depression creamer and sugar with a little bit of I don't know, marks on the glass that are not damaged, but that are actually, I don't know if they're shear marks maybe, or just production marks. It's not a crack, it's a production mark. $15 for the set. Then we had the hand blown, as we say in America, multicolored bud vase, $12 for this beauty. And here's the bottom. And we got spots again on the bottom. It's a beautiful piece. $12 for that. Then we had the big orange and white pitcher vase. Pace. I don't know. I would use it as a vase, but you can use it as a pitcher. It's made to be used as a pitcher. This guy, the fee we were asking was $15. It's a beautiful piece. It's nice, sturdy glass. There's the bottom. And it's got the really beautiful handle, the way this handle is made. $15 for this guy. It's a little bit on the larger side, just like me. Larger is good sometimes, yes. Thanks, Angela. Appreciate it. Oh, what else did we have? The perfume bottle with a butterfly stopper. There we go. This one was $9. Here's the stopper. Here's the inside. And it's got the tag on the bottom. Yes, I know, normally not the kind of stuff I bring, but I just really like this piece. I love the butterfly. Had to have it. $9 for this guy. Then we still have the purple crackle glass. You're all crying, you're all screaming, you want purple. No, I'm bringing purple. Where are all my purple friends? Purple crackle glass. Where's Amy? Yo so boho with purple crackle. I don't know if she has purple. I may just have to send that to her just because. And what was the rehoming fee on this? Oh, $12. It's about 6.25 inches tall. It's a beautiful dark amethyst. 6.25 inches, $12. That's less than $2 per inch. Then we had the German, which I believe is German. It doesn't have to be. You take the butterfly, Angela. Got it. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate it. You got it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Angela, and thank you, Kim, for yelling at me. Yeah, I did need that. This $19 for this. This is the signature on the creamer. It's such a unique piece, such a unique set. This set is just I'm just in love with this, with the shape. The flowers are not my thing. The colors are really not my favorite colors. But I'm in love with this concept and with the shape. I've never seen one of those before. So that's $19. Rory, hey, welcome. You got it, Rory. $19. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, where's the butterfly? Angela. And the other one was Rory. Thank you. Got it. Then we did have the Pink Depression bowl right here. I don't know if it's called a bowl. There's probably another name for it, a better name. I just didn't know it. I'm just not sure. So I love the handles. Again, handles. That's okay, Rory. I was just telling about the winter when we had the blizzard. I don't know if you already lived there then, but I remember looking out my window and seeing all this clean white snow that was so beautiful. Because Rory lives literally right across from where I used to live. We live in the same place. We used to be neighbors if Rory lived there then. Nappy dish. There you go, Cass. Thank you. That's one of those words I see sometimes, but I haven't figured out. So the nappy dish is $9. Pink, pink, pink. I know some of you love pink, some of you love purple, some of you love them all. And we had this bowl for soups on a hot day with handles so you don't burn your hands when you pick up the dish with the hot soup in it. That one I was asking $9 for. And it's got the two swans. The two swan mark. Yeah, almost 2 years. You weren't there when I was there then. I was there from 2012, fall of 2012 to February of 2015. So it's been a while. Okay. That was everything else you've seen. Everything else was just recently. All these totally cool vases. I don't know. Did you see this vase? I think I had 12 on this guy. That's a beautiful piece. I love the design. Or was it Jane who said fishy in the ocean? Happy fish? The happy fish vase. That was it. That was it. Man, time flies when you're having fun. It's been almost 2 hours though. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. It feels like we just started. Okay. Okay. Oh, nappy. There you go. Oh, Kim, thank you so much. Kim was good at sending me definitions. And I know next week there'll be a test, right? I'll have that test in my email. No cheating allowed. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, folks, that was fun. I enjoyed it today. I enjoyed the day. I know there were a few days where I had a hard time over the winter time, but that happens. We all do, right? When it's gray and dark, and yeah, it happens. But now look in the future. I already got my next trip to Germany booked. Now I gotta get my house all cleaned up and ready for the house sitters. And yeah, you will miss my sales for the month, but it is what it is. And I don't have a problem selling from Germany. The problem is I cannot figure out the shipping ahead of time. And it was I just never forget that day. I never forget that time. 3 years ago, I think it was, when I shipped the vase, a glass vase from Berlin to the East Coast US for less money than I would have shipped that same vase from Arizona to the East Coast US. For some reason, they figured out the size qualified as a letter. It was a box with a glass vase inside, and they figured out it was some sort of a letter fee. It cost me around $10 to ship it from Berlin to the East Coast US. Airmail. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I didn't have to haul it home. Well, that's it. Thank you very much, Jeannie, Robert. I appreciate your participation, your comments. I appreciate those of you who picked up items. I appreciate those of you who hit that thumb. Yes, please. That thumb. YouTube loves to see those thumbs. I'm really not into that whole. Hi, Bismarck. We're playing Binks again. Binksmark. I'm really not into the whole social media etiquette. I cannot figure it out. I'm just not good at that. But it is what it is. It's needed. It's necessary. And here's my Mara mug that I'm not going to rehome quite yet. Eventually. Thanks, Becky. See you all next week. Appreciate it. You all know the deal. You all keep it real. And now we'll see how fast it'll take us to get out of here.